Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of French Class Teacher to learn French in a different way. Today, we are working on something very important if you want to work in a French speaking environment: how to introduce yourself in a job interview in French. Many English speakers feel stressed during interviews because they don't know how to organize their presentation, what vocabulary to use, how to sound professional but simple. Don't worry, in this episode, I will guide you step by step. And by the end, you will be able to give a clear 2-3 minutes presentation in French. Also, for each of my podcasts, I provide a summary sheet on exercises. You can download it from my website, FrenchClassTeacher.com, library of exercises, by clicking on the corresponding podcast. And this is the podcast number 45. Let's begin together. So, what happens in a French interview? In a French job interview, the recruiter often starts with Bonjour, merci d'être venu. Pouvez-vous vous présenter? This means hello, thank you for coming. Can you introduce yourself? This is your moment to speak for about 2-3 minutes. In French interviews, structure is very important. You should speak in this order: greet and say your name. Second, say your current situation, if you are a student, graduate, professional, etc. Then talk about your education and talk about your professional experience. After that, mention your skills. And to finish, mention a personality trait or interest. French recruiters like logical and organized speech. The most important words are connectors. In English, we use words like first, then, after that, also, actually. In French, these are essential for clarity. Here are the key connectors you must use. So, to organize your speech, you can use tout d'abord, which means first of all, puis, which means then, ensuite, equal to next, or alors, so, therefore. Now I give you some examples. Tout d'abord, j'ai obtenu ma licence en économie. First, I earned my bachelor's degree in economics. Puis, j'ai fait un stage dans une entreprise internationale. Then, I completed an internship at an international company. Ensuite, j'ai travaillé comme assistant marketing. After that, I worked as a marketing assistant. This shows clear structure. To confirm or explain something, you can use effectivement, which means indeed or actually. An example: effectivement, cette expérience m'a permis de développer mes compétences. Indeed, this experience allowed me to develop my skills. And to add information, you can use aussi, also, or également, which also mean also, or et puis, and then. Example: je parle anglais couramment et j'ai également un bon niveau en français. I speak English fluently and I also have a good level of French. If you use these words, you sound much more professional. Now let's have a full example of a model presentation of 5 minutes. Listen to the rhythm and structure. Bonjour, madame, monsieur. Hello, madame or sir. Je m'appelle David Brown et j'ai 27 ans. My name is David Brown and I am 27 years old. Actuellement, je suis diplômée en marketing digital. I recently graduated with a degree in digital marketing. Tout d'abord, j'ai obtenu une licence en commerce international en 2018. I first obtained a bachelor's degree in international business in 2018. Puis, j'ai décidé de continuer mes études et j'ai fait un master en marketing digital. Then I decided to continue my studies and completed a master's degree in digital marketing. Ensuite, j'ai réalisé 2 stages. Afterward, I completed 2 internships. Le premier stage était dans une entreprise de communication où j'étais chargée de gérer les réseaux sociaux. The first internship was at communications company where I was responsible for managing social media. Effectivement, cette expérience m'a permis d'améliorer mes compétences en stratégie digitale. Indeed, this experience allowed me to improve my digital strategy skills. Puis, j'ai travaillé comme assistant marketing pendant 2 ans. Then, I worked as a marketing assistant for 2 years. J'ai participé aux réunions, j'ai analysé les données et j'ai aidé à organiser des campagnes publicitaires. I participated in meetings, analyzed data and helped organize advertising campaigns. Alors, je maîtrise le pack Office, les outils digitaux et les réseaux sociaux. Therefore, I am proficient in Microsoft Office, digital tools and social media. Je parle anglais couramment et j'ai un niveau B1 en français. I speak fluent English and I have a B1 level in French. Je suis une personne organisée, motivée et dynamique. I am an organized, motivated and dynamic person. Je fais aussi du sport et je suis bénévole dans une association. I also play sports and volunteer with a non-profit organization. Je vous remercie pour votre attention. Thank you for your attention. So you can notice the short sentences, clear timeline, past and present, logical connectors, and professional tone. This is exactly what you should aim for B1 level. Now let's talk about the common mistakes English speakers make. Translating directly from English. Example, I have done my studies. In French, we would say j'ai fait mes études. Second mistake, speaking too fast. French recruiters value clarity over speed. Also, using very complex sentences. No, keep it simple. And also, forgetting connectors. Remember, clarity is the best thing. So remember, simple plus structured equal professional. Now let's learn easy formula to memorize. Here is a simple structure you can learn by heart. So for your introduction, you can say Bonjour, je m'appelle. Hello, my name is. Actuellement, je suis. Currently, I am. For your education, you can say Tout d'abord, j'ai obtenu. First, I obtain. Puis, j'ai continué. Then I continued. About your experience now, you can use ensuite, j'ai travaillé comme. Next, I worked as. Effectivement, cela m'a permis de. Indeed, this allowed me to. Now about your skill. You can use je maîtrise. I am proficient in. I speak some languages. Je parle anglais. Je parle français, whatever. And about your personality, je suis une personne. I am a person. For example, je suis une personne dynamique. I am a dynamic person. You can also use je m'intéresse à. I'm interested in. So try to practice this structure several times aloud. Confidence comes from repetition. Okay? Now let's do a mini practice. Pause the podcast and prepare your own version. Try to use tout d'abord, first, puis, then, ensuite, next, effectivement, indeed, aussi, also. After your preparation, speak for 2 minutes. Record yourself if possible. So, today we have learned how a French interview introduction works. The essential connectors, a complete model you can adapt and find in the cheat sheet of the podcast, common mistakes to avoid, and remember, French interviews value clarity, structure, and logic. You don't need perfect grammar, you need organized speech and confidence. Thank you for listening. Good luck with your French interviews, and à très bientôt for the next episode.